Hey guys, just want to do a quick video on making trailer shelves in my new trailer. So I'll show you where we've gotten so far. This is a brand new 7x14 enclosed cargo mate. It's done me pretty well, but I need somewhere to put my stuff. So I framed it in, put some supports in, and we're ready to cut the top for it. Now I know it's going to be the trickiest part, but I thought I'd stop and make a quick video to show you how we got to this point. First, you got to locate the studs in the wall. It's easy, you can kind of go by where the current screw holes are. I cut a simple 12-inch piece. I mashed it on the other side. Once I did that, I took the remainder of a 2x4. I cut that in half into 3-foot sections, put it on the back wall, mounted it up with the studs, did the same on the other side. Then I cut one long piece to go over the front. Now I'm still thinking about putting a lip over top of this, but just to frame it in to start. So I put the long joist on, screwed that in, and I put some braces in. Now I just had these laying around. These are pressure treated, but it's all the same. Yeah, so it's coming along pretty good. Pretty happy with it so far. Now, as much as I want to have shelves underneath, I do want that for extra storage for garbage cans, gas cans, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to leave that completely open. I haven't decided about an upper shelf yet. I would like to do one, but I'm going to start with the main one anyway. So yeah, this is about where I'm at, and that's how I did it. On to the tricky part of cutting the tabletop. Alright, so I'll show you guys where I'm at. Now, it's not complete, but I have started a tabletop for this unit. I just have to make an adjustment up here. I'm going to shave about 1/3 of an inch off, and then that should help it hang flush. So, let's show you how I did that. Alright, so obviously started out with 4x8 sheet of plywood. I just went with 1/2 inch. I figured if I had braces, it's going to be plenty strong. So what I did is I had to make a notch, and I'll show you why. If we go into the trailer, you'll see that my frame has a square section. So I measured across, come into 16.5 inches, and then I also measured here, here inside, which was 2 inches. So that was my first cut. I went 16 across, 2 in. Then what I did is I measured from the furthest point, which back to here is 33.5. And then I measured this section from here to here was 4 1/4. So how I applied that, once I had my notches out, what I did is now imagine this is a square sheet. I kind of skipped a step, but I went up on the square sheet and I measured 4 1/4. And what I did is I just took my 4-foot level and I went right down to the corner of that. So that worked out pretty well. The only thing I didn't take into account is I'm gonna have to shave this down about 1/3 of an inch, and it should fit nice and snug, and it'd be flush with that front board. I thought about it and thought about it. I could have did 55 measurements, but I figured, I'll just do this, we'll try it out. What's the worst that could happen? So it did work for me. I'm just going to go ahead and tune up that top end, and then we'll show you how it fit. Okay, so I did take about 3/4 of an inch off the top, but that wasn't quite enough. I still had a tiny overhang. So I just literally, when it was in place, marked it from underneath. A nice straight line. I tried to cut it the best I could. Let's go to fit it. And this is the almost finished product. So as you can tell, cut flush, looking good. There's a tiny gap at the back, but you know what? I'm not too worried about that. If anything, I'll just sweep all the dust down there. That's cool. And I still have lots of storage space underneath. And this is going to hold all my blowers, my gas cans, everything. It's so excited. This is beautiful. The only thing I think I'm going to do now is just put a bit of a lip on it. I think I got a piece of wood somewhere. So we'll go ahead and get that cut and mount it up and see how it looks. And we'll show you where I'm at now. So, just had this pressure treated deck board kicking around out back. So I cut it to length and have bolted it to the front wall. Screwed it to the front, used as a nice little lip. And I think that looks pretty good. I still got to bolt down the actual deck board, but pretty confident. That's pretty solid. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not going to be putting bricks or anything up here, but I'm sure it'd be fine for a couple gas cans and a backpack blower just for now until I get them mounted on the wall. But yeah, that's how I did my shelf. I watched a bunch of videos before I did it just to get an idea of how to do it, so I thought I'd make my own and pass on the knowledge. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Cheers.